Hello, everyone. My name is Isaura Damas, and today we will be talking about verismo. Verismo. So here we can see a picture of Giovanni Verga and Luigi Caupana. They were its main exponents and authors of a Verista Manifesto. Caupana spread the novel Diancinta, considered mainly as the manifesto of Italian verismo, unlike French naturalism based on positivism ideals. Verga and Capuana reject claims about the specific nature and social unity of displacement. Literary verism. Literary verism was born between 1875 and 1895 by a group of writers, mostly novelism and playwrights. In addition, it was based pres- precisely on naturalism, a literary movement that spread in France around the 19th century. Naturalism writers conclude Emile Zola and Guy de Maupassant. For them, literature most objectively de- depicts society and the human race as a photograph. Religiously depicting even the humblest social condition in its most unpleasant moments. Writers analyzed real modern life like scientists. Poetry of the real. The first creator theorized Italian verism was Caupana. So you can see here a picture of him, who theorized the poetry of the real. Thus, Verga, in the first part of the late Romantic literary shift, he was called the poet of the duchesses and had considered notoriety. Later, he switched to verismo, which his collections of short stories with Vita de Campi and novel Rusticane, and finally with the first novel of the Periodo dei Vinti. I Bolivia in 1881. Born in Sicily, Verga lived in Florence while through the same period as the Veristing painters, 1865 to 1867, and his most popular story, Cavalleria Rusticana, has certain verbal parallels with the effect shift on canvas by the Tuscan landscape school of today. I defend an approach that placed it later and real in the realm of verismo, its particular composition of phrase and rhythm processed many of the qualities of the machine. Verismo opera. Verismo, as an opera genre, had its organism in an Italian literary shift of the same name. This happened in parallel with the universal literary shift towards naturalism practiced by Emily Zola and others, like naturalism to the the barista literary movement attempt to depict the planet more realistically. In terms of subject matter, mind liberalism opera did not focus on gods, mythological figure of kings and queens, but on the average contemporary human being and lady and their drawbacks, drawbacks mainly of sexual, romantic, or violent nature, as you can see here. However, three of the small handful of barista operas still performed today have historical theme. Tosca by Puccini, Andrea, Adriana, and others. The operas were completely composed with few breaks and perfectly sung script include although operas and the verismo have the possibility of contains areas that have the possibility of being sung as independent parts. They are mainly writers in a way of arises naturalism from their dramatic environment, and their composition is variable due on fact that it is based on the writing, that it is mostly on writing. It follows a regular strophic format. Verism point, pointing. This style was most characteristically practiced by the Macchiaoli group of painters who were the foreigners of the French impressions. As mentioned, Artian College played the role of social criticism in relation to thoughts and ideas of painting. The case in Italy is more complex, particularly during and after World War III, where the work of partition artists, the motion at Dornacella, as well as exhibited by Guddoso and Giacometti merge into a large abstraction. In geometry situation, the essential factor. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys could learn about verismo. Thank you.